Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Nisha and Jacob from Career Guidance and Adolescent Counseling Cell, Alapura. Let's talk about justice. Is justice as settling a fight, or is it about protecting a person who has already lost everything? Today, we are diving into the profile of a person who will lead Indian judiciary until 2027, Chief Justice Surya Kant. He has been described as a force of consequence. But what does this actually mean for, or what's its significance for a common citizen? Grab your coffee. We are breaking down the man, the legal mind, and the mission. Every great story has a beginning. Imagine a small village called Peshawar in Haryana. It's a beginning for Justice Kant. When we took his oath, his audience was not just dignitaries, it was village elders and family from Hisar. He did not just arrive at the Supreme Court, he brought his roots with him. He has been described as savvy and outspoken, but most important trait is that he has good sense. In an age where we are or all are obsessed with AI and tech solutions, Justice Kant reminds us of something very important. No machine can replicate justice because justice is a profoundly human enterprise. One of the most moving parts of his philosophy is his focus on the invisible victim. He is often cautious of his fellow judges. He do not want to look at the law as abstract rules. When the law cultivates empathy for lived realities, then that law becomes a force for good. He is of the opinion that even the smallest litigant has in the last row uh, is deserves to be heard. To him, the court is not just a tall building. It's a place where human stories find a resolution. Now, let's get into heavy hitters. Justice Kant is not afraid of the tough stuff. Let's look at three important moments. First one is the Pegasus case. In this case, when citizens' privacy was at stake, he became a perceptive judge asking tough questions. He insisted the government must come clean on whether military grade spyware was used on its own people. Second one is sedition, section 124A. This is huge. In 2021, he was part of the bench that stayed this colonial era law. And just recently in 2025, he has been presiding over the challenge to the new replacement law, ensuring that national security is not used as an excuse to silence dissent. And the case and the incident is the Lakhimpur Kheri incident. He didn't mince words here. He criticized the High Court for being on the fence and granted interim bail to farmers who were languishing in jail. He stood for victims. But even though at that time the preceptors were very powerful, if you want to know the heart of a judge, look at his first case as the High Court judge. It involved two minor children caught in a cross-border custody battle conflict. Justice Kant recalls seeing the parents on opposite sides of the courtroom and the quiet anguish in the children's eyes. He said that at that moment, the grandeur of the law felt deeply personal. It was not about the law books then, it was about protecting those children from being lost in the storms of circumstances. That's a phrase he uses often. justice as a shield against the storm. So, what's next? Justice Kant will serve until February 9, 2027. He's pushing for transparency. He wants to fix the delays in judicial appointments and ensure that governors can't just sit on the bills passed by the state legislatures indefinitely. He's navigating a divided nation, trying to strike a balance where the law does not just favor the government or the elite, but stays true to the Constitution. Justice Suryakant's journey from a village in Haryana to the highest seat in the land is a reminder that law should have a heart. It's not just about resolving disputes, it's about making sure the innocent are not lost in the shuffle. I'm Dr. Nisha Jacob from Career Guidance and Adolescent Counseling Cell, Alapura. And I hope this gives you a clear picture of the path of our judiciary is taking. Thanks for joining me.